there. Hey, thanks for coming by. Nice to see you. Come on in. I'm gonna show you my house. Please forgive me. My baby girl has made a wreck of everything, and believe it or not, living in a wooden house is not that easy. So come on in, I'm gonna show you. So we haven't finished yet. We have another door here, 2 big windows, and the front door still to finish. We are not done yet, but we've been so tired, we just needed to take a rest. I don't know how long it took us to do all this, maybe 4 or 5 months, but we kind of ran out of time and money and energy, so we're like, let's just take a break until wet season is over at least, and then we will put in the doors and the windows and finish this puppy. But as you can see, this is my kitchen area. Laundry, where we dry our laundry when it's wet. And back of the house. And here we go, front of the house. This is where we keep our wood. This is our wood stack, our wood pile here. This is where we keep all of our dishes. This is our temporary kitchen out here, because I'm actually using our gas stove in my apartment in the city. Come on out, I gotta show you something amazing. This is something that Julio did with one of our workawayers. They were super, super good together. They had this amazing, amazing idea. And check that out. Believe it or not, this is rock. This entire area here where we live, this entire hill is full of these huge, huge rocks. And so what they did is they hauled all these rocks out. Julio chopped it and formed it with a machete. Amazing. And then all of this right here, he put them together. And then this is like a kind of form of cob that Julio just naturally uses. So I don't know where he got it from, but it's just kind of like a cob thing that he threw together and made it really nice. This actually looked really nice before the hurricane. Now it kind of got a little beaten up. We've got some work to do. This is our stove. This is where we spend so much time during the day because we cook everything by wood out here. Everything. If we want a coffee, you have to get the fire started. If it's not already started, I'm going to tend it. It's already started today, this morning, yes. But we have this firewood. It has to be started either at all times, like you just have to keep feeding it wood and feeding it wood, or we get it started usually with cardboard. That was my idea. I'm very proud of that. That was my idea. I was like, cardboard. Because the majority of people here use plastic bags, and that is super, super, super unhealthy, obviously, as the majority of the world knows. But actually in a lot of third world countries, they don't really know, or they don't really understand, or they don't really want to listen when you're like, that's actually really bad for your health. So we just do wood. The wood is, the smoke is actually not really good for your health either. So the goal is eventually to put in a chimney, right? Because this smoke goes right into our house, right into our bedroom. And besides making everything black, as you can see, it's starting to blacken everything. It's also doing this to our lungs. So it's not super healthy. It's much, 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 much better to have a chimney, and that is our goal. Our eventual goal is in this area right here. This is going to be our permanent kitchen, but what we need is time, energy, money to buy all of the materials and put it up ourselves, because as you know, or if you're following me, or if you don't know, there's no lights, there's no electricity, there's no running water. This is far, far out, and everybody lives this way out here in this zone. This is very common here to just live here with just solar panels, and you do everything by hand, by chainsaw. Yeah, that's the norm. So here you go. This is our temporary kitchen area. This is where we capture our rainwater for drinking and for washing dishes and occasionally taking a bath. Down there, whoop, you can't see it, but down there is our well, which has to be drained and scrubbed out and cleaned for us to actually be able to drink it quite regularly. Sometimes once or twice a week when it's rainy season, and so it's a lot of work. Ouch, and I'm getting bitten by fire ants. Another joy of the tropics, fire ants everywhere. This is another reason that everybody here really prefers concrete floors. You can't see that. But fire ants everywhere. And I was thinking as well, I was like, ooh, organic. I don't want any chemicals. I don't want anything in the house or near the house for ourselves, for our health, for my daughter, for our dogs, for our cats. But now I'm like, you know what? It's not worth it. I have been bitten and stung every 5 seconds for like months and months and months while I'm here on your feet with fire ants. And it's just not worth it. So I think we're going to try to find like a very not super harsh chemical and only spray where our daughter doesn't play a lot. So, you know, just underneath the kitchen or around the back or whatever, because the ants are just so intense here, and they're the fire ants. They really, really hurt when they sting you. And here you can see our floor. We didn't get to pack that down. The tool that we were using to pack down broke. So you can see our old dog, our beautiful dog Sammy. So sweet. You can see our back area where we've got some our garbage and then just some other stuff for the kitchen. Come on in. And this is our bedroom. We made this house really, really big actually in comparison to houses in other, compared to the houses around here. We didn't realize, one, how much work it was going to take. And two, we were just like, oh, there's a long rainy season. We want to actually have space to play and to put up wash, you know, to dry our wash, which is really, really, really important if you want to have clean clothes, especially with a dirt floor. Everything gets so dirty. We were going to put in cob, but with this climate, it's just not even worth it. Okay, this is the embarrassing part. We're sorting out laundry so that we can do laundry as soon as it gets sunny. So all the laundry that you see everywhere, we're sorting it, which is why it's such a mess. But this floor, we actually pounded. It's like a natural clay. This was all rocks. This was all the rock that Julio ripped up and came here, and I chopped it with the shovel, and then we pounded it in. It's actually really nice. We don't have a whole bunch of problems with ants in here. It's really nice. It's a hard floor, but it's also soft for our daughter when she falls. And it's not like a cement floor, right? So then you can see Julio's, the type of window we made. These are closed right now, but they open out. This is, again, just temporary because we just kind of ran out of steam. Didn't realize how much work it was going to be and to take and to live out here in the middle of nowhere, just off grid, right? So you can see my beautiful kitty, one of my kitties. Hi, say hi, Perla. Hi, baby. Hello, hello. Meow, meow. So cute. I just love her. One of my favorite cats in the whole wide world. And this is actually how we have light. So this is like a little stereo. What else is it? The stereo, and it has like 4 tiny little lights. I don't know if you can see. Where am I pointing? Okay. So it has 4 tiny little lights, like 1 or 2 volt lights. So really, really dim. And then it comes with its own like 15-watt solar panel that we just have up there, as you can see, hanging out under our skylight. And so that just permanently, like it forever, it's always charging. And here you can see the charge that you've got there and the lights. Oh, here are the little light bulbs. You have to clean them out regularly because they get so full of bugs. So this is our beautiful entrance. These are my favorite parts. Me and Julio did these together. This is cement because our whole plan was to do this with cob. But now I'm thinking when we have the ability, the time, energy, money to actually do it with wood floors, because that's going to help a lot. So outside of the house, another extra bed. This is actually a hammock and with a wood frame. They call them tijeras or scissor beds. They're nice because I'm not actually allergic to them. They're really fresh, really cool. So I really love that. And then you can see in the back we have tequisque. We have tequisque, banana, chaya, moringa over there, sugar cane, spinach, tilo, which is, I can't remember in English right now. This tree is a guava tree, which they call guayaba here. And we've got rosemary, which was a gift from one of our wonderful woofers or workawayers. And then we've got mint, which is not doing so well. And then this is to actually protect from the rains, because the rains will come in on this hill and just blast the house, and it'll come in actually. So everything gets wet, and this helps so much. Here's the outside of the house. So we've actually covered that with plastic because the rains just come in and just get everything wet inside, just soaked. And it gets cold here actually. It gets probably down to like 65 degrees at night, which when you're used to tropical weather, that is really cold. It's really cold, especially to be sleeping in wet clothes. So it's really uncomfortable. So that's how we have kind of very temporarily solved the problem up there too, because the wind will blow it up under the rafters and into the house. So these are chilies. These are so awesome. These are chili plants. Chili? Pepper, hot pepper. And they're just massive, as you can see. And the hurricane came in, it ripped them down. We had to cut most of it back. But look at all this. They've come right back. Super, super, super good. Sometimes they're spicy and sometimes they're not. This one's like medium spicy. Not too bad. A little bit more of our mustard. Ugh. Okay, now it's spicy. We have avocado trees. We have so many avocado trees. It's amazing. There's an avocado tree. There's an avocado tree. There's an avocado tree. I love avocados. So I probably ate like 30, 40 avocados. And we just planted or threw out in the middle of nowhere all of these seeds, right? Part of it was intentionally and the other part was not. Like over there, everything's so overgrown. Over there, we probably have 15 avocado trees that need to be replanted. So here is the front of the house, which is just open right now. Thank goodness, like we have the doors and everything, so we can completely shut off one part of the house so we can actually leave without worrying about people breaking in or stealing stuff. Really important in these parts. Another avocado. In 4 years, we are going to be swimming in avocados, man. And then, where is it? These beautiful flowers. I collected these seeds from Rama, from the city. And I planted them because we didn't have any flowers. And now we're going to have flowers. It's going to be awesome. And behind that, you can see this was our tomato patch that the hurricane halfway destroyed. We still had quite a few tomatoes, but it wasn't like really, really good like it would have been, right? And then on the other side, you can actually see down here, we have, what do we have? Come on, I'll bring you along. We have garlic. It doesn't do so well. But we have ginger, we have turmeric, we have oregano. There's the turmeric. You can see turmeric. This is all ginger. Planted a bunch of ginger. There's turmeric. Then we have oregano there. These are all the chilies. I think they're like a mix of the chili, we call them like chili palameño and chili cabro, which is habanero. And they're so cool because they've got all these different colors, and some of them are super, super spicy, and some of them are not spicy at all, but they have this really good flavor. This one has a little bit of spice, like I was saying, but not too much. And then we have plantains. They're doing all right. And then you can see this this plant right here. It's called terciopelo, frijol bean terciopelo. And supposedly it's a plague, but a good plague. We did plant it on purpose because what it does is it goes through and it kills all of the other plants underneath of it, but it's a nitrogen fixer. So once it's overgrown and it's grown, then you cut it all down and you leave it, and then your soil is super fertile. So we're experimenting with that. This is a wild spinach, all this, but it actually doesn't taste very good when it's in the sun. It doesn't taste really good in general. You gotta kind of cook it, but that's most of our greens is wild spinach. You can see the oregano plant here. And then we have basil, a ton of Thai basil, which does really good. Oh, and these plants are so beautiful. They're just gorgeous. All of these chili plants that I planted, chili, or what do they call them? Peppers, pepper plants, chili in Spanish. And then this is turmeric. We didn't plant very much, but it's all right. It's all right. We have done a ton in this 1 year. We've just been here 1 year, and with our little baby daughter, and doing all this by hand and putting in the fence and everything. Then you can see down here, this is Jamaica. All these plants down here are Jamaica. Jamaica, what is it? I don't know, it'll come to me in English. And then down there, we actually had cucumbers, where you can see all the plants have died down there. We had cucumbers, we had so many cucumbers. We actually sold cucumbers because we had too many. So, and we have coconut trees, we have pineapple, we have coconut trees, we have moringa over there, cacao, more plantain. Down at the bottom of the hill, we have got taro root, Chinese taro root, and then we also have yucca. But it's not doing too well because that part gets super, super, super flooded during the rainy season, which is right now. We're actually hitting the end of rainy season, and then it'll get super, super dry, and we'll see if our garden can actually withstand that. I don't have high hopes, to be honest. But yeah, you can see that. You can see the little path down here. That is where we go to bathe. Down at we have a little spring down there where you can bathe. And when it's clean, we drink out of it, like I said. And then I'll show you over here. You can see this is our garden patch. That was all tomatoes. All tomatoes. Yep. So, there you are. I hope you enjoyed the messy garden and messy house tour. Thank you so much for stopping by. Hey, give us a like, give us a thumbs up, and subscribe so you don't miss anything. All right. Well, we will see you later. Thank you so much for stopping by. See you next time. Bye.